Today we're in the outdoor studio of a very eccentric artist, Mr. Finbar Mufton. Mr. Mufton, welcome to Channel G's Action News at 6 with our new segment, Art Beat.
What is this? Is this a hand, or is it art, or is it what? Define it.
We got a live one here. Okay. You know, I'm sure a lot of our viewers are wondering, how does an artist like you get inspiration? Now, personally, being the weatherman, I simply look up into the sky and I deliver a heartfelt weather report. How do you, personally, get your inspiration?
I feel the pain of my medium. And because I'm working in bread, I find the pain of the medium, where its angst is, and bread is all tied in with the money and the government, and who controls the bread, and who is in charge of the bread, who benefits from the bread, who's ripping off those who want the bread. That's what I feel.
Now, when you speak of working with bread, what types of bread do you prefer to work with? White bread, wheat bread, beefsteak, rye, sourdough bread, being here in the Bay Area? What's your favorite?
It depends on what the bread tells me. Which bread is the neediest? At times, a loaf of pumpernickel will give me the angst that many people felt during the medieval times, which is really, you can't capture that on, say, a white bread or a wheat bread. You must go with what the loaf tells you. And through the loaves, I get the sense of where the painting is going, where the work is going.
Now, with bread being your canvas, what do you use as your paint?
I use an assortment of jellies and jams. This is my canvas. This is my paint. This is the angst. Do you see? Do you see? It's all there. There's no different interpretation. It's right here in front of you.
Now, you've been working very hard in your outdoor studio here. I understand we have, for our viewers here, watching here on Art Beat, on Channel G's Action News, we're going to be showing them for the first time. So let's take a look at those pieces.
I think people will see exactly what they are with its representation.
Deep.
The work I'm doing now, Randall, is very important in the socio-political history of the United States. I'm using a strawberry rhubarb topping, and I'm going to apply it to the different presidents according to their foreign policy and their different domestic programs, which they failed to treat the people right. Nixon, for his failing in Indochina, we have to cover him with the rhubarb to show where he went wrong. I think it says it right there. With Reagan, our 40th president, I'm using a cherry preserve to show the farce of the American way, which he proceeded to steal and rip off from underneath all of those, even those who supported him. I think you can clearly get the message from that. Carter, I'm merely putting a piece of bread over him to mirror his own image, for him to see all of his white breadness. George Bush, I've come up with a guava jelly from Costa Rica to show his involvement in the Iran-Contra and his denial of it all. Let him see it all within him now. And the viewer cannot be misled by this. They see the truth in that. Eisenhower was the bread, and I am the bread. And you will feel the bread because of this.
Oh, well, you're not going to do Ike, are you?
Are you trying to censor me? I am Ike, and Ike is I. Don't you see? Don't you see? Because of it, I'm becoming one with Ike. Through the application, I see The duality of Grover Cleveland as 22nd and 24th president gives the
Pretty
second
crazy stuff. Well,
low.
thanks for joining me here on Artbeat, here on Channel G's Action News at 6 o'clock. And join us tomorrow when we'll bring you another artist here from the Bay Area. Bye-bye.
It becomes self-evident